What's going on, everybody? This is Jay Leno, and I am here to give you guys my reaction to Venom, The Last Dance official trailer being released 2024. Guys, I'm just going to be quite honest with you. So far, what we've got out of the Venomverse, as I would call it, these films have merely been used to entertain casual viewers. This Venom franchise itself really is like glass shards to the eyeballs of anyone that has ever read a Venom comic. Since when has Venom been a comedy? I don't understand, but I can predict how corny you guys over there at Sony that wants to lighten up a dark character. This guy is merely dark. This guy is merely goth. The story of Venom itself. I'm just gonna go in and let you guys know what my pre-existing thoughts of Venom are right now. With me being a fan of Marvel and superheroes movies, period, just to keep it a buck, I eventually will watch every superhero movie and I'll still give my review. And with Venom in particular, I am such a fan of the symbiote universe that I'm hoping that one day they could turn this thing around, and I'm hoping that they're going to move in the right direction to save this Venom franchise. But without further ado, let's get it. That boy, Eddie.
That I have a really dark and unpredictable side to me.
Okay, Eddie. The dogs know who you are.
I'm giving you a chance, sweetie. Say when?
Come on. I will keep it a buck with you guys. When it comes to the action scenes and the way Venom moves, I think Sony has done a really good job with Venom. Especially like if I remember right from that first movie when he was going in that building, when he fought that whole wave of officers or SWAT team and all that, like all those fighting sequences were badass. So I will say to you guys do deliver the action, but we really don't want to see Venom be comical. We want him to be a Venom, the symbiote, the black symbiote himself. He's not a companion. Venom's not a dumb dog. See, here we go.
We are.
Why? 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 Look at his teeth. Look how ferocious he is. He almost has two rows of teeth. Like the origin of the symbiote has no comedy behind it. It's really sinister and dark, almost demonic-like. Parents, just explain to your kids about what to watch, what not to watch, and don't bring them in there, because these studios are just sacrificing characters just to lighten things up so your kid can be a Venom fan. To be honest with you, this is really irresponsible of the studio of trying to lightening up a demonic character, a demonic being, a symbiote substance that searches for a host. Oh, let's go.
No. Yeah, we are.
So their goal is to try and get little kids to just love this man. Decapitating people and all this. There's no way this should appeal to children, period. Let's move on.
We always knew it was impossible. That we were alone in the universe.
So, in particular with this actor and him having this uniform on, I need him to stay as a sorcerer as he once was before. I better not see anything different from this, seeing this man's face. This man better pull out some sort of a gadget, cast some sort of a spell. They better not act like this man is not who he has been in the MCU. Otherwise, I'm gonna get pissed. Check it out. All these, okay, they got symbiotic substances. In case you people, if you people don't know already, the symbiote of Venom is not the strongest substance. If I'm not mistaken, it might be the white Venom substance that might be the strongest. Oh, I'm just going to throw this out there because not everybody is going to get this. Maybe some people will get this far into my video, but my goal with them showing what I'm hoping for with them showing these different symbiotes that Venom franchise could possibly be saved if we get into moving into the King Knowles and some of all the other symbiotes, because it looks like they're going to introduce us to that, and that's going to save the franchise.
And it's our job to make sure that remains a secret.
Let's go get him.
It does not look like this man's a sorcerer. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let's go back. Let's go back. Venom is dancing. Why? Why? We don't need this structure. We need comic book structure. Why do we care about Venom dancing? This dude, I haven't seen this dude cast a spell yet. But it looks like the government has studied a bit of the symbiotes. If I'm not mistaken, this might also it may in a way connect with the Fantastic Four. As I get through this trailer, we are going to look up. Well, you know what? It doesn't matter what happens in the comics because in the MCU, they have to define how and when the symbiote substance had when it originally came around. Period. You would think it was going to be the Fantastic Four. Let me tell y'all something right now, looking at this thing. This better be like a creature or something. This better die. This freaking thing looks like Seymour from Little Shop Horrors. But I get it. I mean, there's different pets. King Noel better have something to do with this story. I need to see him on his throne. I need to see him like casting orders. I need him on the phone. I need them to possibly have some kind of communication out there in space with his ship because symbiotes have been sent to Earth. This is the only way this is going to be saved. If this is just going to be another freaking movie where Venom fights another symbiote and that's it, I'm going to be so freaking pissed. Like, since when did Venom act like a freaking pansy pussy boy? Never.
There's an army coming that cannot be beaten. As long as Venom lives, everyone, everything.
Are you kidding me? Unless what we just seen was possession. That person that was inside of that cage was in possession, and maybe King Noel, god of the symbiotes, was speaking to the people. Because in the comics, Brock eventually becomes king and god of the symbiotes. And his son runs as Venom. This could happen. There is a possibility. There could be hope.
We may not make it out of this alive, buddy. The time has come.
All right. The trailer didn't show too much, but for the real Venom fans out there, I am on the meter of a Venom fan. I am casual with like that little knob moving to the next like next little measurement marker. I've got bits and pieces of knowledge of the symbiote. I do know that there's a time period which will not happen right now, but if they want to take things that far, I will be gnarly the hell out when this dude fuses Mjolnir and freaking takes the Silver Surfer's board and combines it and makes the weapon of all weapons. One of the strongest weapons in Marvel, period. If that particularly happens, I'd be freaking excited. But you know what, guys? Let's see. Let me give some more context out here. Give you guys some more context of the boy Venom, of the story I'm talking about.
No, in the background. The Venom symbiote then tells Eddie, the real fight, the war, it is above. Because remember, they're inside Null's purgatory, or God Hive, as they called it. We must go to the real world. Eddie tells him, wait, how? I thought we were only a memory. The Venom symbiote then says, you are a codex. I could take you with me, but you must choose a form. So as Eddie bursts his hand out of hell, aka the God Hive, where Null trapped him, making his way to Earth, we see on the next page the form he chose to take is a Godzilla-sized Venom.
Just kind of showing how far Venom can go. Notice that in this comic, we didn't see a freaking joke.
She does by seemingly absorbing all the other symbiote mass around him that's trying to take over Earth. It is freaking awesome. I mean, it's a Godzilla-sized Venom. Imagine seeing that crap in the MCU. Forget Godzilla versus Kong. I want to see Venom follow Eddie up to the real world saying, Eddie, holy crap, man, is that you? He says yes, and Flash then tells him, okay, big guy, point me where you need me. I can provide cover. But Eddie tells him, this is between me and Null. I have to save my boy. I need you on the ground. Flash then says, on the ground, but my physical form is in the grave. I can't. Venom then tells him, do you remember what happened to Cletus when he got a symbiote dragon? Flash says, no, I was dead for that. Venom then says, trust me, go find out. I got this.
Cletus is Carnage.
Where Cletus was able to be brought back to life by a cult bonding his corpse with one of Null's Grendels. So if it might bring him back to life. Anyway, we then see Godzilla Venom finally find Null and go to attack him, leaping towards him, but midair he gets pierced with light. The Venom symbiote then tells Eddie, the God of Light is here. I felt him, like our kind, but different. His light approaching, blinding, screaming, roaring. The light then rips the Venom symbiote from Eddie, with Eddie falling, saying, no.
This is the Eddie that I want.
No, you must let go. You must let it take you. I will find you. Always find you. We then see a panel of Null screaming no, as he no doubt knows what's happening. The next several pages then show us what we saw at the end of King in Black issue 4, that the God of Light, aka Captain Universe, the Unipower, the Enigma Force, has finally arrived and has chosen Eddie as its new host. The Unipower then asks Eddie to choose a form as it raises his body above the hospital bed. And he says, I laugh as it asks me. Because there's only ever been one answer to that question, which of course is Venom. And then on the last 2 pages of the issue, we see Flash Thompson in the form of a symbiote dragon fly to his grave saying, okay, Brock, you better be right about this, as he flies into his grave. As his corpse absorbs the symbiote dragon,
Flash Thompson, boys.
we see his hand burst through the ground in front of his tombstone. And with that, the issue ends with Flash Thompson being brought back to life. But if you can't believe it, that's just the appetizer.
Venom stories.
The main course now with King in Black issue 5. King in Black issue 5 starts off with Silver Surfer and Null at a standoff. Null then says to Silver Surfer, you Surfer, we have met before, yes? He replies, and I remained unimpressed, Null. There is another now, a God of Light, as he turns his board into a Final Fantasy-sized sword. But you above all,
Cosmic sword, boys and ladies.
darkness is always there waiting. Then as Null rises up forming all black, he continues to say, in a way, I admire you, little light. I remember you. You will die a noble death. He tells him, perhaps, but I shall not face it alone. Then on the next page, we get an epic 2-page spread with the
All for the boy, King Null. Lets you know this dude is serious. God of symbiotes. We're talking about the real powerful beings in the Marvel Universe in space, son.
As Venom, now the God of Light, lands in front front of them to face Null one-on-one. Null then just looks at Eddie.
The boys show up to watch the 1v1 with the symbiote god.
How many times now? Is this meant to scare me?
I came to bring the pain.
Believe that you could beat. And then on the next page, before Null could finish his sentence, we see Venom put his hand out, calling Mjolnir and Surfer's sword.
The boy Venom is worthy. Do you hear that? Venom is worthy.
And Surfer, as he's saying to Null, yeah, I really think we can. Meanwhile, Thor's like, Mjolnir, he summoned Mjolnir. That should be... And Silver Surfer finishes Thor's sentence with a grin on his face saying,
I have this comic. I have this comic. I have this comic.
Protect the innocent, as he does something to Thor's hammer and Surfer's board. And on the next page, we see he tells the Avengers to leave this one to us, as we see he formed a gigantic battle axe by merging...
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. The axe of all axes. That boy's weapon is named Axel Foley. In the comment box, come up with some names of this super duper weapon. I'm going to call it Axel Foley. Let me know. Gimli's Faja is the second one I got. If you don't know who Gimli is, you need to see Lord of the Rings. Or for the Spawn, for the Spawn update, because Spawn had to axe himself, we'll call it Axe Simmons.
Powerful weapon in the Marvel Universe, or at least top 3. With this new gigantic, awesome battle axe, Venom...
Ooh, what if they done a death battle of Venom versus Spawn?
Back on the ground, Cyclops says to some fellow Avengers, was that Eddie Brock wielding a battle axe made out of Surfer's board and Thor's hammer?
You bet your ass it is.
Essentially, Cyclops is just as shocked as many of you are right now, and I was when first reading this. It is so freaking awesome, but we're just getting started. As Venom continues
the story we want.
Running, throwing everything he can in my way.
Look at this dude. Look at all them guts getting splattered around. With the super axe, bro, he's just swinging through these symbiotic demons like a knife through butter. They don't even have a chance. While the freaking Avengers and Cyclops is looking like watching a darn fireworks show. This is how you do Venom. Blood, guts. I want to dang near like take entrails of dead body parts and scrape them off of my screen of how much gore I believe Venom's supposed to have in a film.
Cutting the heads off of his dragons with his battle axe. While Venom is continuing to decapitate Null's dragons, he says, stop hiding, come out and end this. At which point...
He hit him with that Debo line. He said, Craig, stop being a bitch and fight.
Null comes out saying, you want your end, little host? Then let All Black be your end. As Null swings All Black, his sword, down at Venom. But on the next page, we see Venom literally just catch and disintegrate All Black with one hand.
Do you hear me, boy? The sword that freaking the sword that Null had anyway was credited as being one of the most powerful weapons in the universe. But the writer said not for long. Came at that boy Null like freaking, you wanna talk about mothers? The writer said, I got something for your ass, King Null. Here comes Venom with Mjolnir and the surfboard sword, and turned it into the Axel Foley blade.
While saying, no more. No more swords, no more dragons. Null then asks, how are you doing this? Venom then just grabs Null by the throat saying, just you and me. Now, in case you don't understand how impressive it is that Venom not only caught All Black with one hand, but also disintegrated it with a single touch,
Boy,
let me break it down.
talk to him.
Also known as the Necro Sword.
Necro Sword. Talk to him.
It is quite literally capable of killing gods.
Shout out for Bundle for letting me know about this, boy.
Are scared of this thing, and Venom, now the God of Light, just stopped it and got rid of it like it was a child's plaything. Anyway, while holding Null by the neck, Venom then proceeds to...
Does this make the man the truth, the greatest? Does this make this man the most powerful thing in the universe? I think so. I think so. I think you guys might want to read this. Without further ado, guys, I'd like to thank y'all for watching this. I just wanted to throw that extra storyline in there in case you guys think that Venom movie Last Dance is going to be trash water. I'm going to at least give you something to be excited about. Some of you guys don't like to read, but if you do want to see something way more interesting, and if you want to be able to actually criticize this Venom film, I at least want to lead you in the right direction, because over here at the Jay Leno Show, we're about building. I'm out, guys. Hit that like button for me. Thanks for tuning in.